So, you remember how the little red Ted's all locked up? You remember how we got this fine piece of machinery? She's still got a complete 2.9 in it, but it spent a night at the bottom of the lake. And she is, that's the top of the dipstick. There's very little oil, it's mostly just water. But I did get a bar on the crank and it did turn over a little bit. So I'm assuming that the cylinders are probably still full of water, so we're gonna drain whatever's in this thing, pull the spark plugs out and turn it over and maybe refill it with some like used motor oil or something, see if it'll start up. And if it's good, we might yank it out and swap it. I don't know. We'll have to see. So here's the Koocanusa that's gonna be in it. You can already see we're leaking water pretty good, and I haven't even got the
You bring your drinking glass? Because that looks pretty good.
That's some nice Koocanusa water. I imagine she's gonna do this for a while. Well, it's got a little bit of color to it. There was a little bit of oil in there.
Probably just cleaned the rings out really good.
Yeah, motor's clean now. That's what it is. If this works, I'll believe in flying pigs. Alright, that's about 2 gallons. Oh. Nope, still water. I figured a 5-gallon bucket would be enough, but maybe not. I should probably find the drain plug because our bucket's almost full. I don't know what it did with the drain plug. No, now we're to the motor oil. Ready? Yeah, there was some motor oil in it yet. At least they didn't run it out of oil. Well, there you have it. When you fill a 2.9 totally full, it'll hold about 6 gallons or so. Alright, we pulled 5 of the 6 spark plugs out, drained all that nastiness out of it. This whole conglomeration's been shoved into the motor, so it's kind of hard to get down to that back one. So we're just going to pretend like that one's okay. We got a jumper box hooked up. Sterling's going to cross out the solenoid there. And hopefully she cranks over. Maybe. Oh yeah. Woo! She hit that one cylinder, didn't she? Well, she cranks over, so next step, put the spark plugs back in it and get some gas to it and see if it starts. Well, we put oil in it too. Yeah, we'll do that too. Alright, spark plugs are back in. Engine oil's full, keys on. Sterling's got the jumper box hooked up. We're just going to try a little bit of some ether. That intake's still full of water.
Right?
Yeah, try it. Alright, we got more jumper boxes hooked to it. So round two. Let's try her. Well, she cranks over good. Can you push that gas pedal in a little bit, Sterling? Actually, open her up wide open so I can get some ether in there. Okay, let her. She's spitting a lot of water out that intake yet. Try it again. Try it again. It runs. Alright, we ran out of light out there. It almost runs. We're going to, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. It doesn't sound too bad, but we also don't know if it even built oil pressure or it didn't sound like any rod knocks or anything in it. We're going to try and get some different fuel to it somehow or another because it's fuel injected, so it needs higher pressure fuel, you know, so we're going to try something. But it fires, which is more than the other one does, so that's something. Sketchy, but we'll do our best recording we can. Well, it didn't go super as planned, but we kind of wondered if it was going to fall off the blocks. It wasn't on real good, but we were careful. We didn't harm nothing. So, and ta-da! Transmission, motor, and transfer case are all out. You having fun?
Just got home. Raising one piece. Oh God.
So. Alright. So we got this in the shop. The end game is to keep the transfer case, keep the motor, scrap the transmission. It's just going to be too much to flush. Sterling's just finishing lifting the rest of the Bronco into the dump truck. Figured it'd be easier than getting it on and off a trailer. This way we can just kind of, you know, right out the back there. And yeah, no more Bronco 2. Just Red Ted left. Yeah, neighbors will be happy about that. All right, here's the mess. Got the 2.9 all separated and ready to go in. Here's the one that don't turn no more. So, I'm gonna get it out, get it in, and do some more crazy things. Alright, after a long night, well, after 11 now, we got this dirty old bugger out. And I just pulled all the oil pan bolts off to see what was going on. I ended up having to pull the torque converter out with the motor because we couldn't turn the motor over. She's locked up solid. So I'm gonna turn the camera over to Sterling. I'm gonna go get a camera and a chisel and let's do it. More mess. There's some sludge and stuff, but nothing real crazy. I see what I believe is the troublesome one. Right there. That piston's watered up against the crank there. Alright, unfortunately we can't get the pistons out the bottom because they hit the side of the deal, but you can see right here there's a little trench ground in it there. And then you can see right here this ground as to where, if you look at this one, it's smooth on both sides. And I don't know how well it's shown on camera, but you can see that connecting rod's got a pretty good wowie to it right here. So that's what did her in. It's kind of a bummer because after looking at it, it's a reman motor, pretty low mileage. I mean, you can see there's some miles on the bearings here, but not a whole lot. But scrap iron now. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my whole mess I got going in this whole shop. Disaster. And then I'm going to swap over the parts and pieces I need off of that one onto that one. But that's pretty boring stuff, so. Alright, so we've been thrashing the last couple nights, and as you can see, there's the old motor with the bent rod. There's the one that was completely waterlogged. And it's got no exhaust, it's kind of noisy, but.
We got this guy. Hey. Look at, you take a look at this old waterlogged anchor at one point in time.
Waldo?
It's got
Look at
it's got
it.
all 6 rods in it.
You see that? I picked that up yesterday.
What an idiot.
I want you to know we drained 6 gallons of water out of that motor.
I know.
6 gallons.
6 gallons.
I made a terrible decision to take a motor full of water, make it run, and replace the motor that was also full of water and didn't run.
But this waterlogged motor seems to run pretty good. We're not going to run it a whole bunch because I don't know how long it's going to last. So we're going to go ahead and just let it stay here. We got a mud bog coming up in less than a week, so we're going to get some other mud boggers running. So don't go too far. We're going to get a few other mud boggers running, and we're going to have this in the mud bog. So hopefully we don't toss the rod out of it. Maybe this motor will last forever. But stay tuned. We're doing cool stuff.
Yeah. Horsepower.